Hello everybody, my name is Bloody Elevator, and welcome back to Spiral Knights. Today, we'll be doing more Lockdown PvP. So, what are we up to right now in Spiral Knights? Right now, we are heating up our equipment in preparation for our Shadow Lair expedition. Currently, we have the Combustor and the Blitz Needle fully leveled up. Right now, we're leveling up the Arcana that we just made, and it's almost up to level 10 right now. Then, we're going to level up our Chaos Cowl and Chaos Cloak. After that, we might need to purchase or craft some trinkets that could possibly help us in the Shadow Lair, either in terms of damage, attack speed, or charge time reduction. Not only that, we might have to pay a visit to the supply depot so that we can get some things like trinket slots, more weapon slots, life sparks, and anything else that we might need there for our Shadow Lair expedition. Once all that happens, we'll be as prepared as physically possible for the Shadow Lair. This might seem like overkill in preparation for a level, but Shadow Lairs aren't exactly a walk in the park. So it's better safe than sorry for these kinds of things, and just make sure that we're armed to the teeth for our expedition. What else do we have to talk about? Okay, so at the time of recording this, we were in the middle of the Cataclysmic Confrontation event. I wanted to make a video on it, more specifically a video on the boss fight with the mini-boss of Moorcraft Manor, Margarel. But the Book of Dark Rituals, which is the key that we need in order to unlock that boss fight, was constantly eluding me, as there were some very dry spells where I just wasn't finding any black cats to farm for books. I will be making a video on it, and if I do happen to find a book, then I will make a boss fight video on it. Spoiler alert, at the time of recording this, the Cataclysmic Confrontation event just ended. So we'll still be making a video on it, just no video on the boss fight. Unless someone still has a book and is willing to sell a slot to fight the mini-boss, Margarel. Although slots for those boss fights usually go for about 3,500 energy, which we don't have at the moment. So I don't expect that to happen anytime soon. So the next time that event comes, we're just gonna have to drop everything and hope that a book drops from one of the black cats the next time it happens. That is, whenever the next Cataclysmic Confrontation event happens, of course. Anything else? We are so close to getting the amount of Krogmos that we need in order to earn our Voltage and our Electron Vortex, as we were lucky enough to join a few Lockdown and Blast Network sessions where people were willing to keep replaying for a few rounds of those mini-games. As for the other recipes, like the Plague Needle, Stagger Storm, and I think it's called the Triglav, I'm not sure if I need them, but if we manage to join a couple rounds for Lockdown or Blast Network enough times, and we happen to get the amount of Krogmas that we need to purchase all the recipes, then maybe we'll get them. I can't guarantee that, so for now, we'll just see what happens. So quick recap, we're still doing preparations for the Shadow Lair by heating up our equipment by redoing the Dreams and Nightmare mission in order to get the radiance that we need to heat up our equipment. Once we get all that sorted out, we'll be paying a visit to the supply depot to purchase any upgrade slots that we might need for our Shadow Lair expedition. There will be a video of the Cataclysmic Confrontation up soon. It won't feature the Margarel boss fight because we don't have the book yet. If we do manage to get the book, we don't, then it'll be a separate video. If not, then we'll just have to try again the next time it happens. Lastly, we are slowly getting the amount of Krogmo coins that we need in order to purchase our Electron Vortex and Voltage. We'll probably get the amount that we need within late October or early November of this year. hopefully. Although it will mostly depend on how often players that frequent Lockdown and or Blast Network players that we will manage to join a game of. With that being said, there's not much else for me to say here, so feel free to enjoy watching me be terrible at Blast Network. And that was Blast Network, everybody. If you enjoyed this series, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if possible, share this video. It would really help out the channel. And that's all I have to share with you for now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching.